It's Saturday morning. It's grey, cold-ish. Wind's turning a bit more to the south. At least the rain seems to have eased up. The macerator pump on the toilet's stopped working again. Obviously there must be some corrosion in the system somewhere. I'll take the cover off again. And we'll turn that slotted head on the shaft. Success again. I think it might be breakfast and then pull the pump off and see what the story is. Right, well now we've won the World Cup semi-final against Argentina, I can go back to the job in hand. So I've actually lifted the toilet up. It's resting on a bucket. Get everything up well above water level. Right, well, having tried all the connections, I've managed to get the intake hose off, so we should be able to pump the bowl dry, well, dryish. Well, they say that cruising is doing boat repairs in exotic locations. I'm not sure the location is that exotic, and it's certainly frustrating. So I'm just getting down to the impeller and the intake side. Right, well, motor's bare and seems to run absolutely freely. So we'll see if there was some stuff in the rest of its system that was causing the trouble. I'll give the impeller housing a clean. Could have been some barnacles or something in here. Well, I've cleaned everything. Impeller's not flash, but still working. Has all its blades. There's a few intermediate seals. Reassemble things with silicone grease in the right place and some teff gel. But I can guarantee we'll be buying a new pump to have on hand. Okay, pump reinstalled. Now there's a further wee seal on the shaft, just going to keep most of the dirty side out of the input side. And here's the centrifugal impeller for the output side, not much point cleaning that. The macerator is back on with its nylock. Right, this bit needs to go back in, and the fiddly bit is putting it all back together, balancing the toilet vaguely on my knees and an unstable bucket. Not draining very well. Bugger. I think I found the problem. That cutout in this thing needs to go over the toilet outlet, which is around to the side there, so it should go in about there. Yeah, I can put my finger in. Right. Oh, I'm getting absolutely sick of this. Oh, finally, success. I've got a heap of salt water in the bilge. Great fun. Well, I've lost track of how many hours that took, but I could have spent it doing more enjoyable things, but okay, it's about 12:30. I'm going to shift and then have lunch later. Right, that's the salt water wash down. Turn that on. That'll clean it. Te Aroa Chief heading down harbour. Oh, bye bye the Nook, exiting Parua Bay, and we're going to be going around to port, the left, and ending up over there. Oh, I need to tell the chart plotter that it's daylight saving. Well, this time. Ah, that's better. Oh, we can see Mount Mania this time. So she's taking cement from Portland to somewhere else. It's looking back to Parua Bay. We've got a little glimpse of sunshine at the moment. Now we're passing Snake Bank. It's the top of the tide. On the right is the end of One Tree Point. As you can see, I've had a late spring shear. I will anchor at NorthPort, lunch, tidy up the toilet. There's salt water in the bilge under it. I won't worry about that until I get another macerator pump and install it. Marsden Cove Marina is over here, and that's where we refuel, and Paul is over there. I'm sure he'll spy me at some stage. Anchored at NorthPort. Usually a crowd of people fishing from the jetty there. Only one ship in. Loading logs, high tide. It's quite shallow and dries out not far in front of us. Well, that's the down one. It's working fine. Up one has decided to also be a problem. It does work, but it's a bit a funny feeling. So I think after lunch we'll have to have a look at it. We continue to have rain showers coming through, so certainly not out fixing the or looking at the anchor switch. Well, the wind's gone round to the south. The log ship's gone. There was an awful lot of big hooting going, so I imagine somebody was anchored where they shouldn't have been. Looks like the rain may have finished, so things can dry out. I've actually, believe it or not, been attending a virtual conference in Perth. Right, well, the critical job I'm doing at the moment is I liberated a bottle of dram buoy from Grandad's. He doesn't drink, God knows how long it's been there because the cork fell apart. So here's the top. But I have a spare cork from a bottle of tequila, so I've just cut it down a bit. And voila, success. Right, toilet's been all cleaned up. As I said, there's still water in the bilge under here, but we'll worry about that once we've finished putting water in the bilge. Right up there underneath the table is the cut-off switch for the anchor winch. Right, disconnected. Well, now it's turned into a lovely evening. Have a look at this engine start battery on the starboard side. Going the theory, if I get all my frustrations over today, I might feel like going sailing tomorrow. Well, that would have to be charging, surely. Here's the DC to DC charger, so it charges from the lithium iron phosphate house bank, which has a different chemistry. Well, it just started. It wouldn't start it this morning. Certainly dropped the voltage down. Now voltage is ramping back up again, but I wonder whether it has done its dash. The problem is I left it on after we ran the engines up a few weeks ago, so maybe it's been low for too long. Well, I've put the revs up, but of course they were up yesterday and again today. I suppose we'll see what it's like tomorrow, and we'll have to get a new AGM battery. Well, I've plugged the battery charger in, it's running off the big inverter. Well, we have no AC on the boat, but that's a 1000 watt AC sine wave inverter. Right, well, charging at 14 amps, that should probably give it a tickle up. Well, sometime later, we're making progress.